Hello and welcome back to the world of Jord. We have missed you so much. Uh it's a thing. You go and do something for a year, you take about a month and a half off, and then you just got to get back into it, into the world of twisted eldritch monsters, fantasies, prophecies, trauma, comedy, wit and charm, and witchery.
Uh,
To remind you all who I am Ryan, your DM in this wonderful and wacky world, and I am, of course, accompanied by the most stellar of casts. You can't convince me otherwise. And I will go down this wondrous cavalcade of individuals. First off, of course, playing our stoic, charismatic Nori, Aaron,
Funny because she has
who
no charisma.
oh, she has charisma in a very, very sweet way. All the animals love her. All the
This
animals
is
love her.
true.
Yep. Next is our production, our art, our heart, and our fart. The wonderful Rick, who has been torturing me for the last month with every new character idea that they've been wanting to throw at me. We will also touch on later. This is why I drink. And of course, next, it is our quintessential Quinn, played by the miraculous, marvelous Malachi. He is a soul that we are proud to be a part of. Finally, actually, no, excuse me, not finally. What am I saying? There's I'm getting back into the role. It takes a while. Of course, next is our marvelous, murderous Milton, who, of course, is played by the wonderful Mary, who has been working on various projects while we have not been here. And maybe we'll share some of that information with us later on in the broadcast. And now, finally, because I have to do my due diligence, is Ali Kirala, played by the wonderful Piku. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Oh my God.
And there's Merpow. Let's go.
Of
And
course,
Merpo.
I have to remind everybody how we got here and what's happening and where we're going to next. So,
The road so far.
the road so far. Our adventurers began their journey in the far north by drinking the Cup of Wonder, a mystical relic that changed their fate to something unexpected, new, and grand.
Dark upside.
While in the far north, they dealt with many perils, primarily the cult of the bear, a nationalistic group of religious fanatics who had direct ties to the south, and particularly the Church of the Dawn, a malignant force in the country of Sayer. Through various machinations, stories, and interweaving of tales, our heroes traveled south to Sayer and started not only a city uprising in a week's time, which not only destroyed a cathedral, beheaded the leader of the witch hunters, Duquesne, but also freed an entire city, sparking off a revolt that had been brewing for some time. Traveling from the city, they met up with Lord Roll, a individual who was the head of the resistance, more or less. Basically, Tywin Lannister, for those of you that are Game of Thrones fans. And he sent them further south to get aid from the Emerald Lady, the Witch of the Wild Woods, who had been laying siege to the city of Kral Harad, the capital in of itself. Of course, while there, many secrets were found. Where to begin? We discovered that Astrid, may they rest in peace, was actually the heir of a long-standing bloodline leading back to the birth of the ancient kingdom of Ardania. There were a prophecy of eldritch proportions. The light themselves was not a god, but an eldritch horror reaching back to ancient times, trying to bleed into this reality to feed on the souls of the wicked and the innocent combined.
Nom, 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 nom.
Exactly. We also discovered that Alikirara is to be named the herald of the death god Rothanius. Our dear Quinn not only defeated the light within his mind, but also found his true patron, the eldritch god of knowledge, who we all lovingly call Siri. Not an actual name, can't sue us. Meh. We also discovered that Milton, who had a rather foggy history, was actually tied to a resistance group fighting the Vedka Empire, a problem on the horizon, along with the myriad others that Milton will have to deal with, such as the Enigmatic Garden, her employers, and other family. Not her found family, but a family nonetheless. Our heroes eventually reached the Wildwood and gained the aid of the Emerald Lady. Our dear Nori finally tapped into her druidic side and saved the Wildwood. Her horns of power now enriched with the druidic energies of the forest. What will she do with that power? We will soon see. Yes.
I'm gonna start a marijuana farm.
You know, you gotta start somewhere. Entrepreneurship is important.
We have to fund our adventure somehow.
I'll tell you what, man, this is good right here, man.
Can
Anyway.
you imagine Stone Nori all the time? Just
Her being stoned all the time would explain a lot.
It would. But eventually the heroes gained entrance into the capital city. They discovered that the city itself had been completely overrun by the cult of the dawn. The prince, the heir apparent to the throne, being held captive to be sacrificed, along with not only Astrid's father, but also her mother, the Crimson Lady, a being that had been assumed to the role of sacrificial lamb. So much happened. And there was a grand gala. There was dancing. There was romance. There was music aplenty. Nori did eat a significant amount and had an absolute blast. Quinn, well, let's just say he was able to charm without even trying. It was a thing. But moving on, myriad of chaos ensued. The city was attacked by Lord Rahl and his cohorts. Numerous heroes besieged the many fortifications within the deep catacombs. Our heroes came into direct contact with the eldritch entity, the light. And there was an epic battle of such proportions. But unfortunately, our budget doesn't really cover that kind of stuff, so you're going to have to use your mind, ladies and gentlemen. Just saying.
These of the mind.
They have the mind. But having defeated this eldritch being, closing off the portal for all time, the heroes celebrated. There were losses, to be sure. Friends like Ivar. Our dear Rajik. Oh, yes. Very sad Mr. Rajik, he died, yes, but he was hero. Hero for Rajik, yes. Yes. But of course, everything was fine up until the evening's festivities. When an enemy from the past, the hag, dear Granny Goodall, returned from her exile and exacted her revenge upon Astrid and her bloodline. Yes. And our dear Astrid, the Chaos Witch, died and was whisked away by her patron, Vorath the Eternal.
More like her
Now
bone daddy.
or also known as Bone Daddy. Yes. But we now return to our heroes. It has been 2 weeks' time since that faithful evening. There has been mourning. There has been weeping. Astrid's parents decided to return back to the Norlands to meet up with Aunt Brumi and hopefully rebuild and heal over the loss of their daughter, whom they had just found again. Our heroes, of course, were welcomed back into the city. The city itself had been rebuilding after the traumatic siege. Many parts of the city are still destroyed, even with 2 weeks. There's still a great much to do. The Donum, the great cathedral of the Church of the Dawn, lays in ruins because a witch who had been freed decided it was time for some vengeance and is now more a smoldering heap. The Harad Tower, the last remnants of the original fortifications of the city, has become the center of the city once more. Life has returned here. So we're going to lead to our various heroes. I'm going to start with Quinn because something happened to Quinn that I think he would be better at explaining it. Quinn, do you care to explain what happened to you in the 2 weeks' time?
Well, unfortunately, Quinn is not available at the moment, but if you'd like to try to reach him, please leave a message after the beep.
Yes, hello, Quinn, please.
I'm joking. There's no
Oh.
beep.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Our dear Quinn is no longer himself, but is now being run by his patron, or at least a small shard within his conscience. Now, entity, if I may call you that, or the entity formerly known as Quinn, what have you been doing in these 2 weeks that you've been upon this prime material plane, driving this Quinn suit?
Well, this is the first time that I've experienced this plane on such a personal basis.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been taking the time to explore my surroundings and interacting with the world and magic through Quinn.
It has been a limiting experience in certain ways. Again, entity, you are an eldritch being of knowledge. In your realm, what you will becomes, what you are will be. But here, the flesh is limiting, but still exciting. The smells, the feel of the water from the river itself, the sounds of masonry work and people recovering from after the battle hits in a different way now. It's not analysis, it's not data, it's sensation. What do you try to sense first? What is the first thing that you've always thought would be interesting to try now that you are here?
Bacon.
Bacon. A strange and perplexing anomaly. Um, it is that of pig. It should be like a meaty substance, but it is often fried, which means that it is heavy in salt and has a strangely satisfying crispy crunch in the teeth. Teeth, wow, isn't that a strange thing? The sensation of bacon and hot grease in the mouth not only excites, but also tingles areas of the mind. Pleasure. Pleasure. No longer an abstract concept. It's something that you now feel. Bacon is a magical food. Do you have another piece?
The red tiefling who you try to grab it from goes,
We'll get to that tiefling later.
oh,
But of course, while you are sensing, spending these 2 weeks enjoying these things, we're going to jump to another member of your party. Ali Kirara, my dear Harold, you've had a very interesting time these past 2 weeks. Oh, Piku, your microphone is cutting in and out.
having some technical difficulties here.
I cannot hear you.
Blink twice. Are you in danger? Oh no, Merpow got Mer.
No, I am completely loose. Okay. We'll come back to you later. Apologies for technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Milton. My dear Milton. You've been through this kind of situation before. A city that had been struck with peril and destruction and death. This is not new to you. But it is at the same time. Your dear friend Ivar died while assisting the retaking of the city. Being a member of the Norland Vulkanir, he has always been, well, let's just say a little robustist. Of course, at the same time, he was an old man who probably shouldn't have been doing that kind of thing, but you tried telling him no. You were given a horn, his horn, the last gift of Ivar. And that horn was interesting, had some very magical properties, as well as, again, your family, your found family, the ones that have been with you this whole time, has been broken. Quinn is not acting himself. Astrid is no longer here. How have you been dealing with the loss?
Honestly, horribly. But to, control my urge that usually comes around when I get emotional, I've worked on a project for Nori. Um, and it was, and I've finished it. So, I'm going to be giving it to Nori soon. But yeah, it kept me out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
You processed a lot,
yeah.
to be frank. And again, focusing on the project obviously helped you get by. That feeling in the back of your head, though, there's so many pieces that don't connect. I mean, Orchid was sent here to kill Thrag, failed. Rose had been here at least at some point. You received a message from the garden, the madam herself, to end the life of Quinn. Of course, you've informed your friends about this, but it is still a job. And if you don't do the job, there are consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that needlework going for you?
I started another project. It's either needlework or crimes that I probably can't cover up immediately. So yes, needlework. Good.
I do have a question for you, though.
Yes.
Ivar's ship has not left in the last 2 weeks, primarily because his wife, Hilda, is currently hiring a new crew to take the ship back. I mean, the ship was enchanted and would do what Ivar wanted, but Ivar's dead now, and in order to re-enchant the ship, it would have to be taken back to the homeland. So, have you been staying on the ship or keeping an eye on your friends?
I'm keeping an eye on my friends, but also visiting the ship often if Hilda lets me. If she's okay with me being around.
Hilda absolutely adores you because,
Okay.
well, you've been a close and good friend. You enjoy her needlework, and you, of course, always trade back, ideas and how to do things. Um, she will continue to curse your organization every chance she gets, but always with the caveat of just know that this is not against you, my dear Milton. But if I ever meet your madam, I will eat her eyes out of her head, then piss down her throat. Just so you
Kinky.
Okay.
know.
Oh, wow. Wowie, wowie.
But nonetheless, we now. Piku, are you back yet? Or
Yeah, test.
yes, we can hear you.
Hey.
Wonderful.
Yay!
Cool.
No, don't leave. It's your turn.
Okay.
So, Ali Kirara, you've had an interesting 2 weeks as well. Being the herald of Rothadius, you've been ushering the unquieted spirits from the city. And mind you, this is an ancient city, so there have been a lot. Some will refuse to leave because they are old and they have either a purpose or, you're not strong enough to remove them. But the freshly dead, the freshly lost, they move with relative order. You also had a visitor. Do you wish to explain to everybody what that visitor was and what happened?
Yeah, so I had a chat with Raven and stuff's being weird. Um kind of left a little bit of a cryptic message while I was having a moment, processing everything that happened with Astrid. And it's a great time to be cryptic. Uh but that was short-lived as I spent time with Sebastian, uh vampire friend,
Just friend.
uh being a lady, and all that. But yeah, so had a lovely conversation. Um and Merpow has been very judgmental about it.
As Merpal often is, because Merpal is a protector.
Hmm.
And Sebastian, though charming and dashing, always has that predatory glance in his eye. As you are.
Yes.
Now, would you have shared what Raven had told you from Rothadius regarding your situation to the rest of your companions?
Yes. I would have told them after a little while, once I composed myself. Um, but also once I got a feel for Quinn, not Quinn, Quinn adjacent. Uh and yeah. Once I figured that situation out, I would have told him, but I would have told Nori and uh Mary pretty quickly.
And would you be so kind as to illuminate what was said?
Yes. So, all right. So the Raven said to Allie, "There are trials ahead, Harold, and something truly unexpected has occurred. A sacrifice has been made that has disrupted the wheel of fate and jeopardizing the very existence of Jord. The last guardian has fallen for a mortal's folly, and new ones will be chosen. You have been chosen, Harold, as time had predicted, and your first task is upon you. One must be returned to the wheel, but it is for you to choose whom. And then it flew away, which was rather rude.
Yeah, it's like the gods don't care if things are easy for you.
Were you going to fucking die?
But
What?
What?
Eh? Eh?
I,
Speaking of which, we now shift to the last. Nori, my dear sweet Nori,
Mm-hmm.
loss is not unknown to you. But why does loss constantly strike you in the deepest part of your being? First, of course, was your father. And now your best friend, who was taken away in a moment of flurry and insanity. What have you done in the past 2 weeks to address your feelings of loss?
Um, she has started immediately just everyone in her closest circle, she's always on them watching, like making sure like she knows where they are, where they're going. Because she doesn't want to lose another friend. So she's now very particular about what they eat and where it comes from. She insists on skinning all the animals herself and testing all the water, like all the drink.
Mm.
Um, because she's like, my constitution's bigger than all of yours. You are like tiny and small and weak. And I can like drink more. I can poison. I'm good. Um, because she knows like she's now viewing herself as a little bit more expendable now that she feels like she's kind of served her. I mean, she just killed Thag and he's dead now. So she's like, all right, well, I did my thing, but like if any, so now she's sticking around to make sure nobody else dies.
Mm.
She's very depresso espresso.
A very deep espresso, indeed.
The cat, deepest espresso.
Yeah, the double shot,
Mm.
blackest of black, no cream, no sugar.
Yeah.
Now, my dear Nori, being this protector, you've probably noticed a couple of things about your companions that have changed slightly.
Yeah. Quinn is being really weird. Yeah, you are. And Allie keeps talking to this fucking Sebastian guy. I don't trust him. He seems shifty. His teeth are too pointy. He's only out at night. He doesn't like garlic. Who doesn't like garlic?
Monsters, absolutely.
Monsters only. And Milton won't tell me what they're working on, and it makes me sad because we used to sit by the fire at night, and but now they're like, no, I have business to do, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
and Merpow has adopted the booping of Snoot to try to make people feel better.
But I can't boop Marpow too hard, otherwise I will crush Marpow's skull like
So
little.
Merpow comes up and boops you with its face on
Ah, I
occasion.
love that.
I will also add that, my dear Nori, you
Hmm.
were able to get back your great dog that you rode, Hercules, if you remember, the Tibetan Mastiff.
Was it Hercules or Goliath?
Oh, Goliath. Yeah, that's correct. Goliath. Thank you. You were able to get Goliath back,
Yeah.
and Goliath, being a big lap dog that doesn't realize it's a lap dog, has been following you around for the most part. Every once in a while, wanting to play with his ball because you're the one person that could actually throw it and he could actually run after it. And seeing a huge Tibetan Mastiff the size of a draft horse, just running down a city street is
She
actually
carries him around like a baby sometimes, just like
Which is also funny because even though you're big and he's big, his feet still kind of like hover just above. Now, to remind everybody, the plan was after retaking Trau Harad, you would be traveling south to Tren. Quinn had received a letter from Dinzel the Enchanter that there is great trouble down south involving his family. There's been hints about his family's involvement about what's going on in Sayre, the necrotic ooze that keeps appearing, having the symbol of the St. Cloud Industries on barrels upon barrels of the stuff. There is a mystery there, and you did agree that you would head south. Of course, that was before Astrid passed away. Entity, I ask you, will you continue to go south?
Yes, there is still business to attend to.
Very well. That, of course, being the case, this is your last day in Kral Harad for all of you. We will decide on how you're going to get south a little bit later. But right now, this is your last day. How do you want to spend it? You have received a message from the prince, as well as Lord Rawl, who's been reinstated as realm protector, to meet them at Harad Tower before you go. But the day is yours. What would you like to do beforehand?
So during these couple of weeks, probably would have also checked in on the Boy King and all that, just to, considering we sent him off with my brother of all people. Um,
Oh yeah, we should. Yeah.
To let you know, your brother, the second that he got the Boy King to his mother, did like anyone else in his position and got the hell out of Dodge. You have not seen him since that night. The boy's mother, again, the Emerald Lady, has been like a hawk on this boy.
Good.
She is currently rebuilding the Maiden's Glade with the other druids as well. Lord Hrawl has been kind of chafing with her constantly around, but you try telling a powerful druid to leave.
Mm.
She is not leaving her kid a second time.
Yeah, especially since your brother is a terrible babysitter.
Oh yes.
The worst.
I wouldn't say the worst. He at least got him
You're right. He
to
didn't
the
like kill
mother.
the kid. You're right. You didn't kill him.
Yes.
That would be the worst.
Yes. He
Murder.
he did exactly as asked and nothing more, as
Mm.
expected.
Woof. Wowie zowie.
So, what are you doing on this last day in Kral Harad?
Hmm.
Nori has thoroughly inspected. She's gone out, shot, killed, skinned breakfast, made sure that it has been thoroughly cooked. Everybody got a slice. It was inspected. Same with the coffee and tea, the water, and the orange juice. I don't know.
Did you freshly squeeze the oranges
Oh
yourself?
yeah, you just somebody came out and she's just like angrily just squeezing a bunch of oranges that she just grew out of the ground, just like and she turns around, there's tears, she's like, it will be ready soon.
Um, all right, I'll leave you to that.
Thank you.
Um, I'm gonna go shopping. Does anyone want to go with
Wait,
me?
you're bringing somebody with you, yes?
I'll
Yes.
go.
Okay. We travel in pack. Partner, we travel two people. Don't be alone.
Buddy
Do
system.
do you want me to leave Merpow with you so he can warn you if anything happens?
Oh, that would be unnecessary, but nice.
Okay.
Yes, please. I would like that. Yes.
So Merpow, like Allie puts her hand on Nori's hand and Merpow just slithers from her shoulder onto Nori's shoulder.
It's like the 20th time you've done this, but Nori's still like,
Oh, I should also mention, um, Edgar has not left Nori's side this entire time. He doesn't talk as much as he used to. He's more cat right now, but every once in a while he'll say something important. So he has not left our dear Nori's side. But Allie and Milton, you are going shopping. Where are you going?
Yes. So without Astrid to make us potions and things anymore, um, Allie still has Astrid's bottle that she used the potion out of, but that's about all she has. So we need potions.
Hmm.
Okay.
In that case, you would head over to the Sword District. Go ahead and move your tokens over there. The Sword District was hit hard during the battle, mostly because a lot of the adventurers took it as an opportunity to strike back at the Church of the Dawn or loot. Because, adventurers, it's, kind of if and a lot of the buildings are either ransacked, destroyed, or being rebuilt. There is one potion master still around, a rather crotchety old man with a wonky eye. When you enter, he's like, "Welcome. How may I help you?"
Uh, yes. Um, do you I would like some potions if you don't mind.
My stock is rather limited, but I do have some potions left. What are you looking for?
Um, healing potions
Good eye
mostly.
is this one, dear.
Yes, of course it is. Um, yes. Just some healing, greater healing maybe if we can afford that.
Greater healing, unfortunately, is completely tapped out. I do have some regular healing potions. There are about 5 of them. If you have the coin.
Yes. What are we selling it for?
Yeah, considering the current market rate and the point of distribution, that'd be about 200.
Okay. Um, I can do that.
Wonderful. I'll get them for you. And he goes and gets the potions and comes back. You'll notice his wonky eye shifts from side to side. Comes back, puts them down. 200, if you please, madam.
Yes. So she hands over the money.
He
And
takes it happily.
yeah, just like, all right. It's nice doing business with you. Puts it in the bag. Milton, do you need anything, darling?
Um, Trying to think. I don't think so.
Very
No,
well.
I don't think so.
Until we meet again, have a pleasant day.
Yes.
Hmm.
And Ellie just like and casually
Yeah.
takes
You see
Milton by
what
the
this
arm and
guy is
walks
like,
out.
the one
Yep.
that's still around.
Yeah.
So you have 5 potions of healing. These are the standard healing potions, nothing too extravagant or amazing. Again, the siege kind of wiped out a lot of the good stock. Where else would you like to go?
So that took most of my funds. However, I wonder, so we don't have to walk the whole way. Do we want to look into maybe a wagon or something? Just,
Oh,
make travel a little
yeah.
nicer. Or would we need a boat?
Well, that's the
I'm
thing.
sorry,
You
I'm not
guys haven't
familiar
really
with Tren.
decided on how you're going to get south yet.
True. Maybe we
Mm,
should decide first and then hire or get one.
Yes,
I
that
I
would
don't
probably be good.
know which area to take, so.
I mean, you're no, Quinn was from Tren, wasn't he? And
Mhm.
he's indisposed. Do you think the entity would know?
Probably, I think, if he is who he says he is. So,
All right. We can go look for wherever entity ended up.
All right. Entity, where have you been a wandering?
Um,
What has been striking your fancy?
well, I have had a tune stuck in my head all
Hmm,
day.
I see.
That has never happened before.
I have a question for you. Does this tune never going to give you up? Never going to let you down? Is it that one, or is it more of a take on me kind of situation?
It is more of a cascade of
Oh,
music.
I see. In that case, if it's a cascade, I believe you'd probably end up at the Troubadour, which is over on the low side. If you'd be so kind as to move your token over there,
uh,
it's on the left side.
wait, wasn't that? I, I can't move myself.
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh, that's okay. I think I know why, because you're there we go. Boom.
Ah,
Try it again.
yes.
There we go. So that song has been stuck in your head for some reason, and you must discover its source. And you discover the Troubadour. Low side was also hit pretty hard because it's right next to the wall where the breach was. And a lot of people tried to escape the siege by getting onto their boats and leaving. The Troubadour was sacked, any of its valuables taken. The troop in question, the players that are still there, have been rebuilding um, the location. And an individual has been playing a rather charming and haunting song to kind of inspire people to keep working. This is your first experience with a bard. It is an interesting experience. Um, the bard plays the bagpipes. Give me a minute here. Let me see. Where are my bagpipes?
Is there a uh special player of said bagpipes?
As a matter of fact, it is a special player. People keep calling them the hurricane or some kind of storm anomaly, but this individual has been playing that music that's been stuck in your head for so long.
Um, the entity is gonna walk like right up to the bard.
The bard will look up and stop. Why, hello! I've seen you around here a few times. How are you?
I am well. Your
This,
music is quite infectious.
why, thank you. Some call it a talent. I call it art. So, what brings you to what remains of low side? Is it me? She like flows her hair back.
It is your music, which is a product of you, so in a sense, yes.
Oh, you are. Very much correct in that. Can I play you a special tune?
You may.
Very well, then. A special tune for someone who just happens to be coming by with an air of mystery. As they start playing, again, the rather jaunty tune, the troubadours are actually beginning to work even faster and harder. The music is infectious. It is a toe tapper. It makes the body want to move almost on its own. Such a strange sensation entity.
It makes them want to move it, move it.
Move it, move it,
Makes them want to move it.
move it. Now, of course, as you're kind of standing there in this, yeah, exactly. You're doing the shuffle. You're enjoying yourself. I'm going to say that Ali Kirara and Milton show up at this time because there's not much else in this city where someone could find the entity. So, yes, if you'd be so kind as to move your tokens over to the troubadour. Yep, troubadour's all the way over
Up
here.
here. Yeah, thank you.
There we go.
Yeah.
As you two come up, that music, it is just, it slaps. You can't deny it. And you feel like you just gotta go. Just gotta move with the music. I'm gonna need wisdom saves from the two of you.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
First rolls of the new season.
Oh,
Is
Wisdom
this what mortals
saves?
call throwing ass?
Wisdom saves.
oh dear.
Hey, Dice. Are you a good girl?
That didn't work for me last night.
It's not working for you now either.
It didn't like my lack of commitment. I asked,
Yeah,
I didn't tell it.
If
Wait,
you're-
you
if you're
asked it
going
like,
to-
are you a good girl? When you should have been like, are you a good girl?
Yeah.
So, as you
Welcome,
both
Osiris.
again come up to this situation, you can't help but start dancing as well. And everybody just starts dancing and enjoying themselves. The hurricane is just smiling, tapping their toes, playing the music while everyone else is all in kind of rapturous fun. And before you know it, it's been at least 15 minutes. The hurricane's gone.
Having successfully satisfied everyone's thirst.
Oh, yes. The thirst has been satisfied, as well as possibly, if anybody had any money on them, you have
No.
lost 10 gold.
Oh,
The thirst must be paid.
Wait, I thought the name was the hurricane.
It's all
It
water.
appears that this being has bamboozled us.
My bam is bamboozled.
Should we
It-
track them down?
Yes.
it was the going rate for a musician, I think, isn't it?
So we were gonna pay them that much anyway. Fair enough.
They only took 10 from me, at least. They could have taken a lot more. A lot more.
This is
So,
By this logic, they also could have taken a lot less.
true.
It is fair.
But do we? Did we? No.
Well, let's consider that the city just underwent a whole um, you know, overturning and such. Um, perhaps they could use the gold more than we need it at the moment.
And we're going to be leaving soon. I don't
And
think we
we're
have
gonna be
time to
leaving.
hunt someone down to get our money
I'm sure
back.
I'm sure we
Can,
could
should
hunt
we?
her down, but um I'm it
Well, do we
I
want
mean
to hunt her down then?
To be clear, I
Alright.
have no inclination either way. I simply thought to present the question.
I'm okay letting her go.
all right. Then we should just let it be. Perhaps she'll use it to help others or, feed herself or something.
Um, DM, you said that they're currently trying to fix was it
The
was it
troubadour.
Troubadour? Troubadour,
Yep.
yeah. Are they still currently working, or did they?
Well, I mean, the dancing kind of overtook them from actually working. So afterwards, like, stupid bards. All right, back to work, everybody. Come on. Oh, must I? This is so bad for my arms. Shut up, Phil. Come on.
If you need help clearing away any rubble or large objects, I would be happy to help.
One of the workmen's like, thank you. Um, Sure, if you want to help out, we could use you for a little bit. Just start moving things and we'll start guiding you. So, are you three going to be helping clear out rubble for the troubadour or what?
I
Because Quinn
would.
is just, or excuse me, the entity just volunteered in themselves.
Yeah. It's like I would, but I am not very strong. So I can help, but I
I
can't help much.
um I I go to like a like inside a building in like a darker area so that I could use my um I don't use it right away. I asked Entity and Milton if they really think these arms are suitable for lifting things. I can mage hand some small objects, or I can summon one of my friends, which may or may not cause a ruckus, but otherwise I'm not sure I would be much help
Oh,
personally.
my apologies. I hope there wasn't a misunderstanding. I wasn't intending to volunteer all of us if that is out of your scope of expertise.
I'm sure we can make it work. It wouldn't be right to let you just do all
True.
this manual labor, especially with the way Nori has been. If you come back with like a scratch or something, um,
Oh,
well,
well,
if nothing else, I can just heal you, but that would, I would have to stay here and make sure Nori doesn't see you first.
I appreciate that, but I promise you this labor will not be manual. And Entity casts telekinesis and just starts moving large objects out of the way.
Oh,
Oh, oh, I
I wasn't aware
okay.
A bunch
that you
of the
could do that.
workmen are like, oh, hey, we got ourselves a spellcaster. Thank you. As they continue to move things around. Entity, this is a simple matter for your mind. It is just like any other 3D puzzle. Lift, move, drop, lift, move, drop, spin around into proper place, put down. It's Tetris. You're basically Tetris right now.
3D Tetris.
3D Tetris. About 30 or 40 minutes go by. Nori,
Oh no, we didn't tell Nori.
they
Yes.
haven't been back in an hour and 40.
Nori is storming through the village, being like,
Um, Nori,
fucking, yes, hi,
would you
hello.
roll me a perception, please?
Oh man, Nori is historically bad at these. Yeah.
Merpow is frantically like booping her to
Shit,
be
she
like,
has a
"You're
5.
you're good, you're good, we're
So,
good."
Nori, um,
Yes.
you are
Yes.
in near panic mode. The booping's not helping. Your
She's
friends
like,
are gone.
Mudbow, it's just affecting my eyesight. Mudbow, please.
The
I'm gonna roll for the gods now
Oh
because I want
God.
to see if something
Nori's about
fun's
to
gonna
tear
happen.
this place apart.
Okay. This is gonna be funny.
Ah!
As Nori is stomping through Westbridge into the Sword District, they come across a very familiar figure. A no longer rotund individual, but one that is in a cage with a big sign saying, excuse me, the plague.
Shit.
A sign saying church sympathizer. And your eyes immediately recognize, well, that rotund individual, the evangelical preacher. We like to call him Wet Man because you keep tossing him into the lakes and the river
You.
and in the ocean.
Nori like stomps past, stops. You.
He looks up. No,
That is
You-
the appropriate reaction. Tell me, have you
Ah.
seen a very pretty person dressed like very nice, looking very posh, a tiny looking, dangerous, sharp wielding little halfling? Have you seen a magic man looking like he is smart, but a little who?
Magic Man. The one that speaks into the minds of those that are not prepared, though he speaks with the voice of the gods which are beyond the veil. Yes, I have seen them.
You know what?
I have seen them.
Okay, oh good. That's
He
nice.
comes up to the cage. I have seen them
Okay.
as they walk between this world and the next. I have seen them in the fortune of the eyes.
You know what? It was useless to ask you.
They went that way. He
Oh,
points back towards Lowside.
okay. She goes, okay. Well,
Veil. The veil becomes thinner. Darkness is coming. The light has been denied. The light has been denied, but other things now stir. Other things are coming, Tall One.
like,
The
wait.
war is coming, Tall One.
Oh, okay.
The
You
war.
You know what? You don't seem like a very reliable source of information. Goodbye.
So you head back towards Lowside. As you do, you hear from behind you, the war! The war is coming! The walls will be rent open and the world will bleed once more.
He was very positive.
Would you like to make a donation?
My God.
So I'm going to say that you guys meet back up at Rhonda's, if you'd be so kind as to move your tokens to where Rhonda's is.
Great. Where am I? Ooh.
You are
It-
down near King Hector's library, towards the
as,
bottom of the map.
Oh,
as we all come together, once more, do we happen to see what's over the last bridge?
Yeah, it's the
Huh?
duck thing that.
Yeah, that's a river walker.
Yeah, remember it
River
brought us
walk.
down the river.
yeah, he ate a bunch of it
Yeah,
while he booped
okay.
him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
He's
just like,
there
that's a
for a
giant
reason.
platypus.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a giant duck-billed dinosaur with fur, so you're not too far off.
Yeah, like it's like the
Just
third
a little
level
guy.
evolution of the platypus.
Okay,
In between, but
and we all just cry as the voice of Astrid explains.
no, I'm sorry. So there's a evolution there, and it's got there's 3 tiers.
Lori's like, why do I feel big sad all of a sudden? Wow.
Back bags are going on a guilt trip.
So you all meet back up at Rhonda's. Surprisingly enough, Rhonda's survived the siege. What can you say? It's the Waffle House. It stayed open. It wasn't close worthy for the Waffle House. It wasn't the close worthy for Rhonda's. So you all meet back up And of course, Nori, your friends are still alive in one piece, and they were gone for so long.
She lectures them profusely about the dangers of wandering off alone and not telling her where they're going. She cries a little bit, but like she won't. It's more like, don't you ever do that again? I'm not crying. I'm upset. These are not sad.
But
I'm angry.
we weren't alone, Nori. We were all together. And you had Merpow, so if anything happened to me, like you would have known.
Yes, but I wasn't there.
Oh.
Edgar will also headbutt you on the other side of your neck because he is currently on your shoulders.
Yeah, she's gonna start like petting him, like scratching him.
Meow. Meow. Little bit more to the left. Yes. Meow.
Okay, okay, buddy.
But you
I'm
have all
sorry we
met
were away
back
so
up.
long.
You have decisions to make. You have a place to go.
Yes.
Well, two places.
Yes.
Okay, now that we are all here and alive, what do?
Uh,
So
well,
go ahead.
Tren is um Tren is an option.
Mhm.
The necrotic ooze situation is bad. We've
Hmm.
seen kind of what it can do when handled with a purpose. So perhaps we should start making our way that way.
Mhm.
So you said there were two things. I might have been having my technical issues for the
Oh,
second
it's
thing.
okay. The second one was the audience with the prince before you leave.
Yes.
Now, you have two major options when it comes to Tren. I'm not even going to have the entity explain this. I'm explaining this to you because I'm the GM and I can do these kind of things. So I'm going to move you guys to first the kingdom map. Oop. There we go.
Oh.
All right. So currently you are in Kral Harad,
Mhm.
in the center of the kingdom of Sayar.
Mhm.
To head to Tren, you have two major options. You could either take the river to, the Gatehouse Bay and then take the ocean south. The other one is by, heading west, then heading south over land. That will take you to the kingdom of Elowar, the great forest of Elowar. If you would like to know more about the forest of Elowar and the Southern Road, by all means, roll me knowledge history.
All right, I'm
Oh, do I
curious.
have
My
knowledge
knowledge is
history?
bad. -1.
I don't have.
Oh, what does a 19 get me? I rolled a nat 20, but I had a -1.
No, it still counts. All right. And Milton, are you going to roll or no?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I just wanted to make sure if you were.
Damn, Quinn. Okay, way to show me up. Fuck.
All right. So, I'm just going to start with Milton and Ali. So, Milton, you don't know the road situation. You usually take a boat, so that explains a lot for you. Ali Kirara, though, the forest of Eloar is an anathema for your people. That is the realm of the last of the high elves and the wood elves. They don't like your people at all. Your family, as well as many of the other Vothraki, are not welcome within the forest. And generally, if you can avoid it, best do.
Hmm.
Now, Quinn, entity, as I should say. Your knowledge when it comes to the state of the world is always been of the academic. I'm going to move everyone to the world map now. So give me a moment here.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna take you
We're
guys.
just constantly zooming out somewhere in our mind's eye, and we're just like,
Boop. All
it's
right.
the opposite of a microscope.
I
Ah.
I imagine Entity just like touching our foreheads in turn, be like, this is how a map looks from space.
It's like up on his tippy toes trying to get Nori's like forehead. Like, could you? It's like,
So
no.
now, entity. Your knowledge, of course, is academic. The fastest way to get to Tren is the ocean. Taking the river to the, Gatehouse Bay, then the um sailing down. Of course, the waters on the coastline of Tren have been problematic for ages. They are breeding grounds for sea serpents and merfolk, which have always attacked ships. It is dangerous. The southern road of the Forest of Eloar is also dangerous, primarily because the elves within the forest continually use the monsters within the forest as kind of watchdogs, guardians. Um,
Dogs.
the former settlements that were along the southern road have long been abandoned because of the worsening conditions within the forest itself. So it may be shorter, it may be slightly safer, but that safe is relative.
Mm.
So again, faster is the ocean, shorter is the land. Both have their dangers. Now, Nori,
Yes.
Nori, my dear,
Oh boy. What's up? Lay it on me.
that's druidic energy. The
Oh.
druidic feeling within you has become stronger in the last few weeks. You're
Mhm.
not only more attuned to nature around you, you're attuned to the trees, to the grass, to the earth, to the loam. It makes you feel connected. If you were to take the ocean, you would be disconnected from that feeling. That might be strange for you again. Taking the land route might be more comfortable for you, though. Of course, that would also allow your druidic side to have a stronger hold within you. And are you ready to go down the green path?
Yeah.
So, technically, ladies and gentlemen, both are dangerous. One is faster. If you take the sea route, you'll get there within a week. If you take the land route, it'll take two. Because again, land is always slower, as well as, you have no horses. The riding dogs are okay, but which do you prefer? Fast or short?
Well, not to, you know, um, if the people of the Force of Elovar do not like my people very much, and considering everything that just happened here, if word got back to them about, my family being involved in whatever here in recent events, um, I'd like to stay as far away from my country as possible. Um, water travel, quicker travel sounds good to me, but I will do whichever way we all decide.
Uh, Nori would really want to do the yeah. She'd want to go the land route.
So you got one water,
Ooh,
one land.
Mm-hmm.
we split the middle and walk along the beach,
Holding hands.
Okay.
holding hands.
Is it holding hands?
Uh-huh.
Just so you know, the coastline of Tren is rocky and cliff-like, so there's no beach to really speak of.
They have those weird rock
Darn.
beaches.
Yeah, Nori's down for the land, but also like, I mean, but that feels unsafe for Allie. She'll,
Mhm.
yeah. I don't know. What does everybody else think?
mean, I could always pop a hood up and hope for the best.
But
That served me pretty well.
see if we go, but I'm assuming that they've shared all this information.
Oh yeah,
Right,
obviously.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Nori's throwing it out there.
okay. Let's see. Do we want to deal with sea creatures or do we want to deal with a town of high elves that don't like Allie at all?
To be clear,
And
it's
then
not a
mystical
town,
beasts.
it's a nation.
Nation, sorry.
And that's
Ah,
okay.
A
It's like,
nation,
yeah.
a full nation that does not like Allie and uses its magical creatures as protection. So,
either way will be creatures. Add more snoops to boop.
More, more
yep.
snoots to boop, yes.
How many ocean creatures have you booped?
Oh, several. There was Fluffy. I booped the thing on the lake, the river water.
Yeah.
And I booped the thing that got us, yeah. So 3?
3.
3.
That's not a lot. I'm gonna go back
It
in
is
my
not. You're right, voice of Astrid in my head. You're right, it is not a lot.
I'm sorry.
So,
That's not a lot, Nori. You could do better than me.
You're so right, Astrid. I could do better. Maybe I should. Maybe I should try to do better.
It appears Nori is speaking to the voices again.
Hmm?
yes.
Eh?
Oh,
I
but
believe they call this a mental break.
I am not mental. I don't even know what that is. Anyway, so are we going on a boat or are we walking?
I
When do you have you
think
you have like the person who knows a lot of stuff about things? What do you think?
Quinn's not there.
Oh, you're right.
Entity.
Ah,
If you'd like, I can take a moment to look through Quinn's mind to see what he would want to do.
it's so weird that you were talking like that now. Yes, Miss Not Quinn. Could you please
One
do that,
moment.
please? Ah! She was. Oh, I hate it when she
What
does.
would Quinn feel in this situation?
Used.
I believe that Quinn would want to go by sea, and according to his observations, there is a possibility that we may see Nori romancing a mermaid. I would like to see that.
Wait. Time
What?
out. Over the table. Did Siri just find his like dirty fantasies? Is that what we're seeing? Like I'm just like
Was that in that romance book that you were reading earlier in the campaign?
What?
What kind of scenarios?
That wasn't the intention.
The entity read one romance book and was like, everything should be smut.
All romantic partners must be some fantasy creature.
Technically, Nori is a fantasy creature.
There you go, perfect.
Okay, I see.
So,
Um,
we have 3 votes for the sea, I believe.
yeah,
Yeah.
Nori's gonna acquiesce. She's like, yeah, okay.
All
It's
right.
way too much time to we have to protect and worry about being undercover and yeah.
That is true. That is a good point. I just wanted to learn more about being a druid. But you know what? I could probably learn how to do that when we land.
All right, moving you back into the
And I also will not be romancing a mermaid.
That
So
remains to be
please
No
seen.
love.
Thankfully,
What?
just to be clear, you do have access to a ship that could take you south.
Oh my
Or at
God.
least point us to a crew that could take us south.
Yeah. Now, will you go to the Crimson Dragon, the Crimson Drake, Ivar's ship, or will you go to the Prince before you leave?
Should probably
We
go.
sh-
Oh,
Yeah.
we're leaving today? Oh yeah, we are
Yeah,
leaving
today's
today.
your last day.
Before we leave this place, I gotta get to Nori. I want
Oh.
to get this to Nori before I forget, because I will forget because things are gonna happen.
What's
Uh,
his gift?
I made you something. That's why I couldn't. That's why I couldn't tell you what it was, because it was a surprise.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
very nice. Thank you.
you're welcome. Let's see if it'll show up. Nope. Yep. Kind of. Nope. There it
Oh
goes.
shit. Is it?
Yeah. Can you? Ah,
Question.
Damn.
Marion, do you have an image of it? Like,
I do. Rick has an image, but
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
put in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
Do
Sorry.
the thing.
I will do the thing.
Do the
Let me
roar.
find the thing.
So while we're pulling that,
Yeah.
we are going to see the prince.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, we should do that
Uh,
first, probably.
audience with prince. By prince, do we mean the boy king?
Yes, it's
Okay.
the one and only.
Actually, the the boy formerly known as Prince.
Oh,
Prince.
the boy
The boy
formerly
formerly
known
known
as
as Prince. Let's see.
Prince.
Can I do pictures here?
So,
Oh, no, it doesn't do.
as you all head to the Harad Tower, it has become an encampment of sorts. The high members of the military, the remaining members of court, and things like that have taken up residence within the ruins of the former castle itself. I'm going to change the music now.
Of course.
Bow, bow, bow,
Hi,
bow.
militaries and their castles.
Yeah, of course. Inside, which had once been an absolute ruin. You didn't get a chance to actually go inside from when you were dealing with it before, but it has been refurbished. There are draperies now. The clutter's been taken away. The various horrific things that might have been in there, you don't even know existed because they're gone now. The young king, who again is too old or too young to fully take the throne, so he's just known as the prince in heir. This young man,
What's your baby boy? He's in the better button.
is currently in lessons with his mother. Just to remind everybody who his mother is, there she is. You're not going to be able to actually speak with him directly because she is keeping him busy to a point.
She should.
But she and Lord Rawl, this gentleman here, they
Obi-Wan.
will greet you as you come in. Ah, I greetings and welcome. Yes. It is good that you have decided to come, considering I've been told that you are planning on leaving today. Is that correct?
Yes, that
Yes.
is definitely.
Yes.
Start
Mm.
spreading the news. We're leaving today.
Don't do that.
No, don't do that. No.
We have many things to do, yes.
I'm not surprised. And you've been here for less than a month and you've overturned the entire status quo and order, which has been most useful. That, of course, being the case, I have been awarded by the Prince in Air to award you a certain amount of gold from the treasury. Are you going to pay them the proper amount, or are you going to be a stickler like usual? I have been named as Lord Protector only because I allowed it. I forgot why I don't talk to you. Anyway, I have here an official travel writ in the king's hand, which will give you passage to any other nation on this continent. And he hands it over.
It's written in crown. Sorry.
As a matter of fact, it's written like this with a large child signature, like trying to do calligraphy as best as they can. They're only 8 years old. They're trying their best.
Still learning. It's a
Mhm.
But it does
learning
have
process.
the royal seal.
Nori's
This
We're very
writ-
happy that the G's and the B's and the D's are in the correct
Okay.
There you
orientation.
Nori's pretending to read it.
are. That writ will give you access to any port within Sayre, as well as access to any city on this continent outside of Holsang. If you're going to Holsang, well, it was nice knowing you. I have also been authorized to give you each a stipend of the royal purse, which is a grand total of 450 gold each to you. And he takes out these bag of coins. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's right. One of your party's no longer with us. I'll just put that into the coffers for rebuilding the city. 3.
They get her
Four.
share.
She's not, sorry, can I just interject really quickly? She's not with us. She's not gone.
I didn't see your soul. It's fine.
And I'm sure she would love to claim that portion, since she did work very hard to save your kingdom. So I'm sure she would love to claim it when she returns. If you don't mind, I will keep it safe for her.
In light of, actually, he's looking up. It's like, in light of the situation, I believe a shift of protocol would be allowed. Protocol? Yes, protocol. Will not be bullied or badgered by you. 450 to your soon to be returning, not
Companion.
returning
You can just say
friend.
companion. Thank you.
Yes. As well as these official badges of office. He'll pull out something that looks like this.
Ooh. Sorry.
These badges are a sign of the Order of the Serpent, which is a protective order within Sayre. You are now official members of the order with all the privileges therein. It's another way for them to say thank you without actually saying thank you. You know, you could just go back to the forest and I could just bury you under a tree.
Y'all should just. I'm just kidding.
I was like, I'd show it.
Just to be clear,
Astrid possesses Nori's brain for a second. You should
just to be
fuck.
clear, this man is well into his 70s.
No, she doesn't say
He
it.
is a druid so much older than he
She doesn't say it. She doesn't say it.
Age is just a number.
Age is just a number.
They are two consenting adults.
That's true.
Anyway.
Then they
Uh,
fought.
But Allie doesn't say any of that, but she does go, the the heir is in good hands.
Yes, he will be, now that we and you have effectively expunged the Church of the Dawn from the shores. Of course, the prince has also written another decree, a freedom of religion decree, that no one will be prosecuted for their religious beliefs, but those that are members of the Church of the Dawn are to relinquish their holdings within the realm and, well, basically be true followers of the faith. I was actually quite proud that he wrote that. It was actually in his own hand.
Since there is, I just would like to interject one more time. Since there is a Freedom of Religious Act, you should know that there is a man who is in a cage, locked up as a Church of the Dawn sympathizer. I don't necessarily know that that's exactly good for him right now. I think he should be in an institution. He does not appear all in the head.
That is actually the other matter that we'll be dealing with on our own, but we do know of Friar John. Or as
Little John? Little John? Sorry. Not,
if you've noticed, the man is quite rotund, so
that
little.
was a joke. That was ha ha funny. Astrid would have laughed.
There, no.
From the book. There you go.
But nonetheless, yes, we will have him processed and dealt with properly. And that, of course, being the case, thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for your time. And if you don't mind, we have other. And as he's about to say, you hear from the other side, "Wait, are you going?"
Oh,
And the young man runs full-born being and slams right into Nori's leg and gives her a tight hug. Because again, he's 8 years old. You're 8 foot tall. He can only reach the knee.
yes, little king, we are going.
And then he goes over and hugs Allie if she would hug him.
So when he comes over to Allie, Allie goes, "Oh, one moment," and she takes out the pearl flower that she hasn't had a chance to give back to him and hands it to him.
"Thank you. I was afraid it was lost." And he pins it to his lapel. It's like, "I got it." And
You're
there we go.
it's a very, very special item, and it's good that you have that reminder that somebody is always out there watching out for you.
Yes. We greatly esteem and thank you for your kindness and your service and the loss of your very good friend who was very pretty. And of course, you're all very pretty, but she said to look out for her to get me safe, but also your brother got me safe. We thank you. And he bows like as much as he can. He's practiced, of course, he's been raised, but at the same time, it's that kind of awkward. Am I doing this right? Please don't fuck up. Please don't fuck up.
Allie gives a polite curtsy towards the heir and says, "Thank you."
We thank you all, heroes of our realm. um, of the realm. I gotta go. Bye. And he, yeah,
But
like he almost runs, but when you saw him, I was like, oh.
Oh, oh,
Thank you for your time, young mortal. Please enjoy your youth. And the entity casts fly on the king.
Cast what?
you just make
Fly.
him fly.
Yeah.
Oh, oh boy.
Wait,
Oh,
did you just
dear.
cast fly on the prince?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Pan mode.
Entity
All right.
fire.
I have to roll something now.
Why, buddy?
Is
Why?
it Peter Pan mode, or is it that one story with the girl who loses her gravity unless she's wet?
What?
Oh, I
We're
know
going to
that
go with
one.
Peter
Yeah.
Pan. I'm saying it's Peter Pan now. That's what's happening.
No. We're gonna have to follow up on that. Explain later.
Later for that.
Okay.
When you use fly on him, he unintentionally starts zooming off,
Oh.
but at the same time, roots out of the wall grab him and bring him back down. His mother
I
will
would like to
just
talk for the group. We did not know that they were going to do that. That was weird.
Oh, sorry. He's new to this.
He's new. He's still learning. I mean, they're new. I'm not quite sure,
Oh,
but
there. Yeah.
thank you for your generous gift.
okay, we'll go now. Goodbye.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Nori like grabs and Quinn Entity by the collar and kind of just like carries him like a Let's go. Good job, buddy. Let's go.
You all leave with, the royal writ. I keep because I have paper. So the royal writ, money in your hand and in your pocket, possibly the ire of a high druidic priestess, messing with her kid.
So
But
Tori's
as
like,
we go to leave, I sent they're like guards and stuff at the
yeah,
door.
yeah, there are.
So as we go to leave, Allie's just gonna go, you know, praise with Thaddeus and
Praise her Thaddeus. Oh, she's the one. Oh, yeah, yeah, the weird one. Right, yeah, yeah. Praise for Thaddeus. So be with you. So you guys leave. Do you head to the ship now?
yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
arrive at the ship, the Crimson Drake. Hilda greets you, welcomes you on board. Um, she is more than willing. You don't even have to ask. She will take you to Galen. She plans on heading back home herself. She could take you to Tren. She much rather not, but she can at least get you to a reputable captain, depending on what you feel. So, do you want Hilda to continue to take you, or do you want to get another ship while in Galen?
We can get another ship. I don't want.
Yes. I don't want to. I
Hilda's
don't
already
want
done
to
enough and she's
ask.
already lost
Yeah.
so much. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hilda appreciates it and appreciates you.
Mm.
And what we're going to do next. It is 11:43. I think in the meantime, as they are going off getting the new ship and captain and such, we will hand wave those things because we're now going to go on break, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back in 10 minutes. What will happen on the highways? No.
Not mermaid bromance. I mean, okay.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And I do have to apologize a small thing, just a small little bit. I said we were going to hand wave a lot, but I lied. I know, I lied. So,
You lied to us?
uh,
Oh,
See,
I
you
know.
didn't lie. I'm hand waving.
As you all get on the ship, the Crimson Drake, there's an individual standing on the deck. They are about, how can I say it? About 6 feet tall, pink hair, a brilliant purple dress,
fuck.
and for some of you, it's Nessim. Now, of course, she's standing there looking rather regal and grandiose, speaking with Hilda, and it's like, I don't even know why you're upset. I mean, it's not my fault that you're just, you. Get off my boat, or I will be very unpleasant. Fine, you don't have to be like this negative. I'm getting a lot of aggressive from you. A lot of aggressive. We'll just find another boat. God. Turns, walks past your group, looks over at Nori and just goes, I like your style. And steps off and goes off into the city.
Why is she
Hilda, was
selling
that
out a
person?
Disney?
Hilda, was that person bothering you?
I like your
She was
style.
trying to get passage up the river. I had no problem until she started saying that her accommodations weren't what's a fancy term, suitable for whatever she wanted. She wanted fine linens, a feather pillow, and yet no, no.
What's
Ivar would
wrong
have
with the
done that.
hammocks? The
And
hammocks are perfectly fine. They're not even that scratchy. And
agreed.
there's very little bed bug. Only like
If they get you, they've earned it. It's that's how I feel. That's how I feel. But know that pink-haired ASMR walks off into the distance. Bye, whoever you were.
her hair was very shiny.
As the day comes to a progressive end, the river walker, the large duck-billed creature, gets lashed to the ship and starts guiding it down the river. I mean, the long ship itself could probably have managed it without, but without Ivar's presence to man the various aspects of the long ship, it's just easier this way. It's just easier this way. You all make it down to Galen, now free Galen. The city has become alive once more, filled with the sounds of commerce and such. Hilda helps you all disembark and says a very tearful goodbye. If you ever return to the Norlands, you know that Ivar's post will always be open as long as I live. And I believe probably my son will take over if I could convince him to come back.
I'm sure you could. And if anybody could convince that scallywag of anything, it's you, Hilda.
You're sweet, Nori.
I try.
It's a reason why I always liked you. And
Nori gives her a huge bear hug.
and again, she will hug back as much as she can too. And she will say right in Nori's ear, you be good. You stay safe, or I'll buy thunder. I will get your mom and we'll get on the ship and we will come down and Modi is going to be on the mast strapped to it with her eye looking for you. You hear me?
I hear you, Hilda. That is the scariest thing you've ever said to me.
Good.
I'll be good.
May it be in your nightmares. love you. And then she'll turn to Milton. Milton, dear,
Yeah.
I know you have Ivar's horn and all the stories with that. I can live without. But just in case, I'm also giving you this. She gives you rainbow yarn with two large, knitting hooks, handcrafted out of troll tusk. From me to you,
Hey,
your
yo.
next project, which, by the way, I am going to make sure everybody sees this. Just give me a quick moment because it is beautiful, and I want everyone to see this artwork.
Ah, bro.
Just a moment. I have it right here, and
Sorry, I just saw it in the chat.
this is what our wonderful Mary made. I absolutely adore it.
Did you put it up?
Yeah, don't you all see it?
When you handed it to Nori had to go like take a moment like in an alley just for a second. And you just hear like she's trying to be subtle about it, but you just hear gross sobbing. She comes back and there's just
You
like
don't see it.
Let me refresh and then if
In
you
the
drop it
Discord?
again.
Oh, I see why. I know what's no, it's not your fault, it's mine because
Oh.
I am a putz. I was on the wrong map. There we go.
Oh, there it is.
There we
There
are.
we go.
Oh.
I'm a professional. As Nori continues to cry, Edgar rubs underneath her chin and goes, "Do not worry, Mom. I am still here."
I know, Edgar. Don't rub under there. You're going to get all wet and snotty.
Meow, I am still half dead.
No, that's right.
It's hard to say. Meow.
Yeah.
Again, this undead palace cat. I love Edgar so much.
I love him.
But nonetheless, you get off the ship. Hilda's able to get you in touch with another captain who is going south to the fine Principality of Tren and all the myriad problems therein. But at the same time, my friends, we're going to put a pause on all of you
What?
because
Oh boy.
I have things that must be attended to.
Am I scared?
Just a moment.
Scared,
I have to
aroused.
find.
Somewhere in the world, somewhere far in the Norland,
Oh no.
that
Yeah, right. It's a fine
is
line.
Moody is feeling a twitch in the air.
Oh, there's a twitch to be had, but I just need to get my right music. There it is. Somewhere, resting in a ship, comfortable as expected, an individual sits enjoying a deck of cards. Shuffle, shuffle, draw. Shuffle, shuffle, draw. As this individual sits waiting for a sign, this individual was told to leave their sanctuary, their blessed city, to come north and to wait in this ship until further instruction was sent. This individual had to do things to entertain themselves as best as they could, and oh, the entertainments they had. But that's a story for another time. This individual, playing with his deck of cards, finally gets what they've been waiting for so long. A voice and a figure forms in that room. Great horned antlers, cloaked in shadow, with eyes glowing of wildfire. Entropy! Entropy. It's time, Entropy.
Yeah, you took a little long, don't you think?
Time is your problem, Entropy, not mine.
Yeah, well, next time maybe you could set me up in an inn instead of telling me to sit inside this fucking room on this godforsaken ship.
Why, Entropy? Such words, Entropy. Have you forgotten? It raises a clawed hand, and a heart forms within. Whom is in control here? And starts to squeeze.
He's gonna like do this and like.
There we are, Entropy. So good at your job. Our new friends, your new friends have arrived, Entropy. Be on your best behavior, for the St. Clouds will burn. And you will make sure of it, won't you, Entropy?
You know, I think I can make that happen.
Good.
He's just gonna.
Figure melts away into darkness.
So just.
Entropy, welcome to the campaign. Would you be so kind as to introduce yourself to the viewers at home?
Yes, I do have the art.
Man, I can't with these fucking.
Yes, you describe, I will get.
Okay, so Entropy is a 7 foot tall, not including the antlers, male satyr. He's got like reddish orange, vermilion skin and fur on his legs. He's got some like he's got a nice rack, if you know what I'm saying. He's dressed very nicely, brocade vest, silk shirt, nice slacks. He's got little hooves. He polishes them. He's got really long, creepy fingers. He's got a really cute little floofy tail, but if you touch it, he'll fucking kill you. And he walks around with a cane.
Man, Nori's gonna find a real. Okay.
And Ryan has the art.
If I could just get it to load, that's the only problem.
Bro, man, I thought you were gonna be playing lugs. I am. How dare you? How dare you bamboozle? My bams have been
for like
boozled.
a fucking like almost a month. Like I like 2-3 weeks. I kept that bit going.
In all honesty, though, you did keep changing which characters you wanted to play.
I did, but Lux was never an option.
Wow.
Yeah, that was just a way to torture people.
Yeah, I just wanted to fuck with you guys some more.
Wow. And
You mean we weren't going to listen to this for like months?
I mean, if you want to, I guess we still have time for me to switch her out for him, but I really like Entropy's spell list more than Lux's. Lux is a healer and Entropy's not.
Okay, for some reason I'm not able to. I should have it, but for some reason it's not in here.
It's in.
Oh yeah, it's in the Entropy channel at the top.
Yeah.
It's the Discord.
Where are you, Entropy? There you are. Thank you.
Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you?
See, I was looking in a completely different area. That's my own fault.
And see, this is why I moved the picture there. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Ali Kirara. I
There's so much
appreciate
stuff
this.
happening right
Yeah.
now. I'm
You're just like your things.
yeah. Call you a
distracting.
sass squash. I'm a sash you're spitting. Stop waving your snake around.
I'm waving my dick.
So winging your snake around like
Dick in the wind. If it all goes right, I'll be in your arms tonight.
Here we go. Entropy.
There he is. That's my boy.
oh boy.
Yeah.
The menace has joined the chat, for lack
It's
of a
like,
better
oh no, he's hot.
Oh yeah,
term.
he's got fangs and he's got gold caps on his upper fangs.
Or it's just gonna be like, oh my goodness. What the
He's
fuck?
flashy.
You're really giving her a run for the tallest character.
She still has a foot on him.
I know.
So that's my boy.
That's your boy.
That's my boy.
Does that include the horns though, or the antlers?
7 feet and then the horns.
Mm.
So, that of course being the case, going back to reality.
Where his horns?
Oh, there goes gravity.
Yep. Thank you. I was hoping someone would.
Leg squeak, mom spaghetti.
The ship leaves Galen without much fanfare or ado and reaches out into the open ocean. What is everybody doing as the ship presses out into the sea?
I would actually like to take some time, find a nice quiet place, and set up a ritual. And do a divination. You
All
said
right.
it'll take a week to get to Tren?
By ship, that's correct.
Mm-hmm. So she sets up, she finds a nice quiet area where she can set up all her little like incense sticks, and like she's got various little bones and things like that, so she could like, and like raven feathers and things. And she focuses on asking Rothadius what is the immediate danger present in Tren.
Now,
there's probably a lot of dangers, but she's like, what should we expect as an immediate?
I mean, soon it's gonna be us.
She tosses the bones a couple extra times just to give them a good shake.
Well, really quick question. In your spell list, do you have the ability to actually speak to your god?
I have divination. The spell divination.
Use that spell because that's what you're going to need.
I put it in the thing already.
I did not see how, again, everybody's a step ahead of me. All right. They were probably a short phrase, cryptic. Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Yep.
Good. Now I have to get other music because that's what we do here to make my life just a little bit more fun.
That's what we do here. We DJ. Unsa, boots and cats.
It's about time you love something that will love you back. And that is house music. It doesn't judge you, and I won't either. It's a GTA reference, yeah.
As you are in the ship, the bowels of the ship, working on this ritual to discover the threat in Tren, rats, dozens of them, started peering around you, their eyes glowing blood red. Dangers in Tren. Dangers. Many there are. But the perversion of the wheel. Someone tries to break what must not be broken. Seek those that seek knowledge. Beware. The eyes are upon you, Herald. And they scatter.
Mm,
Super vague. Love it.
love it.
Mm.
Oh, I was hoping for more ravens. Should have expected rats on a ship. All right. Um, let's see. Perversion of the wheel. Someone tries to. I missed that bit, and then seek.
Someone tries to break what should not be broken.
Break what? Got it. Let's seek knowledge. Okay. So as the ritual ends and the incense burns down, she just sort of sits and goes over the information, and gets a little bit of a, okay, rats. All right. Okay. Oh, where are my friends?
Your
She
friends
starts
are
cleaning.
right near you.
Oh, hello.
Sitting on a barrel with a dead rat in its mouth
Mm.
is Edgar. His eyes glow unnaturally bright.
Are you feeling okay, Edgar?
I do not feel, for I am dead. You are
Ye-
playing a dangerous game, Harold.
Um, whatever do you mean?
He jumps down. You are trying to speak to Rothadius, yes? God of the dead? On open water? Know you not the old ways? Manon, god of the sea, does not like Rothadius, no? Brumi spoke of this often, yet you, learned one, would play such games on boats of wood?
Yes. See, this is the struggle with being self-taught on a lot of things. I tend to miss the minor details like that. Um, well, hopefully it doesn't take too much offense.
Offense is never the problem. It's being noticed, Marnochka. But nonetheless, meow. And he scampers off.
Murpow at this conversation just sort of goes,
Well, while you're doing that, Entropy. What are you doing, Entropy?
Entropy has finally left their dome because they could not actually leave the fucking room the whole time. So is it like what time of day is it?
The sun is beginning to set on the open ocean.
he's just strolling casually through the ship and trying to take inventory of where his quarry are.
Well, Entropy, you are skillful, graceful, even on a ship, even with hooves. There are so many mundanes here, so many blasé people here. Sailors, a merchant, couple of riffraff, nothing significant. But there are a few things you sense. Down below, someone was speaking to a god. Down below, a creature of great power prowls. On deck, well, to ask outside of game, Milton, Nori, where are you located?
Milton, you want to go first?
I'm sitting somewhere where I can keep an eye on things and working on a project. Because nobody really notices anybody in the corner sewing.
That's so fucking ominous.
Whatever do you mean, Aaron? Whatever do you mean?
I mean, she's got the most body count, so. And I'm not talking about him, but she's killed people. That's what I mean. Anyway, Nori's also on deck. Again, attuning to Droopy.
All right. Entity, where are you located?
I would say also on deck. Yeah, just
Yeah.
just at the edge of the boat, just looking out at the water.
So, my dear Entropy, I want you to roll me a perception with advantage.
Perception.
Yes, Grace.
One.
Oh.
And I got 2. And I'm using the wrong dice for this character. I
Damn.
can't do that. That's not okay.
So, being on deck, Entropy, you spot your quarry in various locations. Your patron, your benefactor, your warden, for lack of a better term, gave you the descriptions of each. The large Goliath, female with tremendous horns, must be Nori. The small one with the knitting needles, with numerous knives hidden amongst their person, must be Milton. The one standing perfectly still despite the ocean's rise and fall, a spitting image of Quinn St. Cloud.
He just has like a big smile on his face, and he's gonna walk up, and we're going to. And he says this like completely out loud. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and then he goes through the whole thing, and he just like lands on the big one.
Ah!
So he just cane behind his back, kind of just like strolls up, stands next to her. Salutations!
Hello. A lovely weather we are having.
Really? Because it's kind of shit, but hi.
Hello. Sorry, who are you?
Oh no, that's not really important. You're Nori, right?
Okay, no, seriously, who are you?
I'm getting to that. You are Nori. I need
I
a
might be.
confirmation before I can start on my spiel. It's part of my contract.
Oh no. Or he's about to get served.
Yeah, no, he was like, oh shit.
Can we interest you in a timeshare?
Don't say anything without a lawyer present.
Can I interest you in an MLM scheme? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, Nori,
Oh, go ahead.
yes, I'm Nori.
Oh, fantastic. And he's going to pull a pair of glasses out of his waistcoat and just casually, like, take his handkerchief out and just start polishing them while he's talking.
Do these glasses look familiar?
They're these
They
ones.
are Astrids.
One of the lenses is cracked.
Nori is going to grab his wrist and be like, where did you get
Wait,
those?
can I do a deck save to not get grabbed?
Can I do a strength check to grab her?
Wait a minute. Since we're going to do this as a contestant, Nori is going to have to roll to hit.
Okay. Damn. All right.
First roll to hit
Bet.
of the new season, baby.
Let's go. Am I just rolling what?
Rolling an unarmed attack.
Okay. Damn. Oh, fuck. Don't do this to me right now. Sorry. My,
Take your time.
Oh, bet. All right. Will a 16 hit? No.
Is that a no?
No?
That's like the armor class is 18.
Whoa!
So
Okay.
when Nori goes to grab Entropy's wrist, what does Entropy do?
All he does is just kind of like pulls his arm back just enough that she can't get it and be like, ah. These were a gift to me.
From who?
A friend of yours, the dead one. I don't remember her name. My patron told me, but I didn't care to remember it. So, but
I literally only remember him as Bone Daddy. Fuck.
So here's the thing. So my patron lost a bet to her patron like 1,000 years ago, and apparently Vorath the Eternal finally decided to cash the fuck in, and he said I was going to need these in order to convince you fuckers to trust me. And then he just kind of like puts them back into his waistcoat.
That's a pretty big ask. But all right. I'll bite.
He's gonna reach out and like touch Nori and then like kind of recoil a little bit and be like, okay, you know what? I am so glad that you see it from my perspective too, because I've been sitting on this ship waiting for you fucks to come here for fucking weeks. I had to leave. You know I have a very nice flat in Tren, okay? It's
I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna. Who are you exactly?
Oh, my apologies. And still a big smile. He's gonna take a big sweeping bow. My name is Entropy.
Entropy.
You might have heard of me.
No. The last name, maybe?
No.
Oh, then
Yes.
no. Sorry.
Just
Okay. Just then. Okay.
If
Just
I had a
Entropy.
last name that I wanted you to know, I would have told you it. So you have friends, right? I was told to find, you were one of them. I was told to find, like, really long, like, creepy, like, long-nailed fingers. And he's, like, counting off. Be like, yeah, there's what, 4 of you?
That might be, yeah.
Listen, big one, Nori. And he's gonna, like, lean, like, on her. Okay, you gotta level with me here. I'm here to help you because where you're going is a very fucked up place, and you need someone like me to help you navigate it. So, you can continue trying to play coy, that's very fine, but you need to know that I'm a seasoned bard, and I can see really through, like, anyone's bullshit, and you seem like you're really good at a lot of things, but bullshitting might not be your forte. But that's fine, because we can work on that on the road.
And Nori's like, in her head, she's like, Timmy's not wrong. Damn.
Pegged you in the first 5 minutes of meeting you.
I know. Honestly, return for Phil. Nori's gonna be like, okay, fine. Yes, I have other companions going on this boat.
I know. See, I know who they are. I know there's one down in the hull of the ship doing some stupid shit, by the way. I
What?
know there's the little one in the corner. And what's your human statue doing? Is he always like that? Is that a thing?
Yeah, they are not exactly themselves right now.
Oh, so are they not Quinn St. Cloud?
No, they are, but they are right now being like
Oh, he's possessed. I got it.
I
No, that's fine. I got possessed like 14 times. Or my patron likes to do it whenever I piss him off. It's fine. So,
what?
what?
Okay. What?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so why don't you gather your friends? We can all have a jolly good chat about what's in store for you.
Great. Okay.
By the way, Nori, in your mind, you're hearing Drew going, you know, we could just kill him right now and just take one swing, and I'm pretty sure we could split it right in half.
I'm going to kill her right now, but like that
Her?
doesn't. I mean, that's first of all, that's not polite. And why
Oh,
don't we
it's
hear them?
he, by the way.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm going to kill them right now, but like, why don't we hear them out first?
All right, fine, but you know, if we
You
end
know,
up killing him,
that is still on the table. But like,
right.
let's get everybody's opinion first. This is a group sesh.
Is she saying this out loud? I can't remember how.
Yeah, she absolutely
Yeah,
is
she's
saying this out loud. Like, you don't hear Drugi, but you hear her. All right, wait here. I will go get friends. And then she just sort of stomps off.
He's gonna like go to his patron in his head and be like, "What the fuck did you get me into?"
Entropy, 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 entropy. I don't remember asking your opinion on this.
Dude, this is a toxic relationship.
Let's remember, entropy, we have a greater goal. St. Clouds must burn, entropy. They must burn.
You know, you keep
So
saying
smile.
I don't fucking know, but yeah, you know, it's fine.
Smile, entropy.
Why so
Always
obsessed with
smile.
me?
By this time, Nori will have grabbed everybody. She goes downstairs to go grab. Is Allie still doing her spooky shit? Is spooky shit?
Spooky.
Yeah, she's like cleaning it up. There's, you know, she's like sweeping up the dropped bits of burnt incense and whatnot. She's very tidy, you know, in the spaces that she uses.
Were you doing
Edgar will jump onto Nori's shoulders as he is eating a kipper because he found one from a barrel.
Oh, you found time. Good boy. And she flicks some little like rat intestine off her shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah. Psych. Snaps it back.
Allie, we are having a group meeting up there. If you are done with your
Yes.
spooky shit.
It's not that. Yeah, yes, I'm done.
Okay. Okay. Cool. We will meet up there. Okay, goodbye. And she
Okay.
bonks her head on the mantle as she goes up, confused.
Mm.
Can never always happen on the boat.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna follow her out.
Hey guys, really quick, are you hearing like some kind of weird like people
Like a man talking in the background?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah. Not me, bro.
I hope it's not. That'd be.
That might be on my side. Sorry, I didn't realize.
Oh, okay. No worries. It's like
Alright.
I thought maybe like there was a window open. I'm like, I don't have anything online, so yeah, all right, cool. Just making sure. So you've found, you know, Ali Kirala. Who you grabbing next?
Milton. For sure. She's like, Milton, sorry to disturb. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. Damn.
Thank you.
It's amazing how the things you can stab people with can also make cool stuff. Okay, anyway, we are having a group meeting. There is somebody who has Astrid's glasses and claims to have been told by. They will tell you. It's weird. And I don't understand. Anyway,
Do I need a stab?
has Astrid's
Maybe.
glasses?
Maybe we
And
hold
I start
we
looking
hold on
around.
that. We hold on a stab. Drugi asks the same question. I tell him same thing. We wait on that. If we meet with them and you don't think the vibes are right, then maybe we stab.
Okay.
Okay. And she's gonna go over to the entity, Quinn, not Quinn. And she's like, she's gonna try to gently tap him on the back without pushing.
Yes, Nori?
Eh?
You wanted my attention?
Yes, hello. We are having a group meeting, please, with there is somebody who wants to talk to all of us, and they are weird, and I don't yeah.
Hmm. Weird how? Should we be prepared for danger?
Eh, probably. I mean, knowing us, and should we get into probably. But they do claim to know Astrid's bone daddy guy.
Ah,
A-
well.
And and they have her glasses. So that's you might actually be able to know what's going on more than I will. So come.
Mhm.
Please lead the way.
Mm-hmm. All right. She shows him in front of Entropy. We are all here.
Wonderful. Upon seeing Milton, Entropy is going to like bend at the waist until his face is like just like an inch or two like taller than hers. Hello, it's nice to meet you.
Hello?
Hi.
Who are you?
Oh, I'll get to my spiel in a minute. I just wanted to say I love what you've made all this, right? And he's done a gesture to her clothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
fabulous. It's fabulous. You honestly, you're a bit better than my guy back in Trent. You know, and
Oh,
he's pretty good because
thank
I
you.
killed the last 3. But no, fantastic. So I just wanted to let you know I saw what you were doing here, and it's superb stitching. The tension that you're keeping in your absolutely perfect. Anyways, he's
Thank
gonna like
you.
stand back
So,
up. Hands behind his back, like tapping his cane on the thing. So, folks, your friend died. I'm sorry to hear that, but I was sent here to help you. So now I am really sorry to hear that your friend's dead because now I'm stuck on a fucking boat in Sayre. But someone, one of the bigger guys, assumed that you would need my assistance once you get to Trent because it's a fucking mess. The whole city state's a mess. It's fine. There's multiple messes, but this one's family just gonna just because you're standing there, but you're not really. And okay, you said he's in. You said like this one's like in a weird space in the head
Mhm.
region.
With Map
we-
Quinn?
Yeah, that one.
Yes.
Should I be articulating more?
No,
We-
not Quinn. You are doing fine. You are doing the.
No, I don't mean to call you out. It's fine. You know, everyone's different. You know, and not everyone can be super charismatic. You know, and I am a bard at the end of the day. So, you know, meeting people is my kind of thing. Anyway, so my patron was contacted by Borat the Eternal. That's when he gave me these to prove to you guys that, like, I was actually sent by them. Because how else would I get your dead friend's glasses when I've been stuck on a fucking boat?
She's not dead, but okay, continue,
That's
please.
not what I heard. Sorry.
Well, you heard wrong,
My
but please
condolences.
continue with your spiel.
It's really sad to lose a comrade. I know.
Entity, would you be so kind as to roll me a perception, please? With advantage, as I should also throw in there.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Okay, already went to throw entropy overboard. Oh my god. I told you she was gonna hate him.
Oh yeah, well let me roll it just in case.
Would you rather?
Okay.
Him or Lux?
Entity.
So she's gonna hate anybody who's not Astrid who comes in.
As Entropy is going through their spiel, Though the body has been restrictive, there are parts of your true being still active. Warnings of such. A warning lets off in your mind. Not entropy so much as their patron, the essence that is rife through entropy. You recognize this as a creature that called itself, or calls itself, the god of the dead woods.
That's not spooky.
This is an eldritch thing that's as ancient as you and survived the eldritch war from the ages past.
Ooh.
That thing has a smiling warlock in front of you. Warning and caution as always.
Entropy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be upfront with you. I know who sent you.
I.
Eh.
That's not that impressive though, because I did say that Vorath the Eternal is who wanted you to be here.
Right. I speak of the god of the dead woods, a being as old as myself, and not nearly as whimsical. I'm sure that what you've told us isn't a lie, and yet there is quite a bit you are hiding, so please be frank. What is it that you want with us?
But they are entropy.
What do you mean, what do I want with you? I want to take you to Tren and do what I was told to do, so then I can stop being your tour guide around the fucking dumpster fire that is the city-state and go back to you doing my normal shit. I don't want to be here. Let me make that perfectly clear. This is the last place I want to fucking be. I don't want to help a bunch of, no offense, you seem capable and relatively intelligent to all degrees, but you think I came up here to kidnap you and take you down there? No. I don't want to be here. My patron doesn't even want me to be here, but he owes, the fucking lich a favor. So that's why I'm here. Are we having a staring contest now?
I think I'm just trying to process a little bit.
Yeah, princess, what's up?
Uh, uh so once you do whatever it is that your patron wants to fulfill the deal with Vorath, then you'll just go about your way, and we're not in any danger from you until the end of whatever it is the deal is.
He's gonna lean in really close to Allie, like a few inches from her face. Listen here, princess. You four are not even on my radar.
Hi.
I'm not here to make friends.
That's a good thing.
So you
Oh,
guys apparently need my help. I'm here to help you. As soon as I'm done helping you, I'm gonna fuck off back to doing what I've been doing for the last 10 years.
And
That's-
we really appreciate your assistance. However it comes about, you seem very familiar with Tren, and we could use that.
I was born and raised. Don't let these legs fool you. I'm a city boy, through and through. I can play a mean piano. There's not one on the ship, but
Huh. Milton,
What?
did you have something?
What have you been doing for the past 10 years?
I mean, that's like, I mean, what have you been doing for the last 10 years? Like, you don't seem like you're, just a seamstress. Anyway,
You are
I
quite
make
defensive,
deals.
aren't you?
I play cards. I play the piano. I have a couple taverns that I cycle through.
Oh, you are like a traveling. You are like a minstrel who cycles. A minstrel cycle.
Do you by chance play dragon chess?
What's that?
Do you by chance play dragon chess?
Not really. I'm more of a card guy, and he like takes his deck of
Oh.
cards and like
Which deck do you pull out?
the normal deck.
Just making sure.
Oh, wait, you have a not normal? Of course you
I've
have
got
a
so many
normal.
decks of cards, and he's gonna play his guy. I've got playing cards. I've got tarot cards. He's like, it's really easy when someone's down on their shit. You start taking the tarot cards out. You start making shit up when they're drunk. Get them to sign a little deal in their own blood. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm happy. My
Wait, what?
patron's happy. 2 out of 3 people in the equation are happy, and to me, that's a win.
So don't drink around you. Got it. Perfect.
I mean, if you're depressed and willing to sell your soul away, then probably no, you should not drink around me because I will get it.
Nori kind of like steps a little, like steps, despite the fact that she's like almost 3 times as big as Milton, she steps behind Milton.
As Nori steps behind Milton, Edgar appears on Nori's shoulder.
That's good.
I'm gonna need Entropy to roll me a wisdom save really quick.
Yeah. Sorry. Andrew spooked me out.
As Edgar lands on the shoulders, the eyes become ice blue. And no one else really sees this, but Entropy does. The visage of Vorath the Eternal
Bone Daddy!
appears before Entropy. I mean, everybody else will just kind of see Entropy kind of freeze for a second, but be like, good. You found them. Now, I'm not sure if your patron has mentioned this, but you're not to harm them. Or I will be most upset.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, and just in case you think I'm not one to be listened to.
You seem a little stressed out there, buddy. How are you doing on your end?
Don't ask questions. I'm just reminding you. You are to help. Or else.
I'm not going. I already got the riot act read to me already, okay?
Oh, I know.
So why?
He
Yeah. Don't you have
has
better
a-
things to be doing right now?
Is he saying this like out loud?
No, it's just
Oh.
like they're frozen for a second.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I do, indeed.
So
But I don't want you to forget.
it's in my contract that I can't hurt them. Like Skeletor looking motherfucker. Look, buddy. I'm not gonna hurt them. I'm not going to make any deals with them. I couldn't even if I wanted to because it got put in the fine print. So you're fine. I'm not going to hurt them. I'm going to help them do what they need to do, and then I'm going to kick them the fuck out of Trent.
Good. Very good.
Are we good now? Can I go back to, because I look like a fucking idiot right now. You realize that, right? Like I'm
Oh.
arguing with you, and I'm just standing out there like a fucking simpleton.
Only a simpleton? Well, I wonder how long we can just keep you like this.
Oh my god.
Is he having a similar episode as
5
Quinn
minutes
did
go
before.
by.
He's just like,
Maybe. Could be.
And-
Possibly.
He's like really weird, right? Am I crazy or
It
like
snapped back to reality.
she.
whoop, there goes gravity. Sorry.
How was your? You know what? I don't want to eat.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no. I just had a whole fucking conversation with your buddy's patron, and he's like, "You."
Did he say how Esther's doing? Is everything okay?
I
Did he say
didn't
hi?
care to ask. I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm also not. I don't care. No, he did not mention anything about her. He also didn't mention that, like, he buried her body or set her on fire and scattered her ashes or something like that. So maybe no news is good news. You never know.
Rats are an interesting phenomenon on a ship.
They're
Tori
common
hasn't said
thing
very
on a
good
ship.
long,
How
has she?
interesting? What?
Huh?
What did you do?
Uh,
Well, this has been fun conversation.
yes.
So
Uh,
great, Entropy. Thank you very much for the help that you don't want to give.
Yes, but I'm
going to go
contractually
below.
obligated, and I trust me. I
No,
couldn't
I
leave you out
know.
of the
You have said
conversation.
that several
I have to
times.
go.
I'm going to go below deck. Goodbye. And Nori stomps off.
Meow. As Edgar's like, meow.
Oh, before you leave, since we're all here, I could like to take this opportunity and then he takes out Quinn's tome and opens it to a blank page.
Ah, finally, a page to read.
If you could, well, Nori, do you know how to write your name?
I have a signature,
Oh, that will work
basically like
fine.
Goliath hieroglyphics. It looks like
So
Roman symbols.
that will work fine. If you could all write your names in this book, and it just looks at Entropy. I suppose you can write your name as well. There's no harm in it.
Do I have to?
No?
Okay. I'm just gonna watch. I'm gonna observe.
What?
Nori's gonna go ahead and like write her name because she trusts Quinn/entity.
She does.
I mean,
Allie's
yeah, Nori
gonna
trusts
like,
Quinn.
yeah, Allie's gonna like, you know how you don't like flip through a book to like read it. You just like flip the pages
Oh yeah,
to see
kind
if
of like
anything
do the thumb
sticks
little
out.
one.
Yeah, just to see if anything sticks out as suspicious or whatever.
It's just smut.
The
It's just
word mermaid
raunchy.
comes up way too many
Oh.
times.
Dark romance. Or I think she the word throbbing members.
Guy.
Oh gosh. I mean, if you were to flip through the tome, it would just be like magic spells, some calculations, and maybe like some drawings of you guys.
Oh, okay. So she notices like the wizard stuff or whatever that might be in there. And then just it's just like, oh, are they like good drawings or like
Is he
doodles?
good or are they stick figures?
They're definitely more like stick figures. It's like um
I love Quinn.
like little like recreations of like some of like the big moments that happened over the
Aww.
course of the campaign. Not very well drawn, but you can tell like certain features that identify each of you.
Styly. I cried.
So she sees it and thinks about showing everybody, but was like, no, Quinn will show us later. I don't want to embarrass him. It's like, all right, and she'll do her very fancy Dothraki signature, their whole, as she was taught to do.
Mm.
Okay. Is there enough space for Milton's full name?
Yeah.
All right.
You
She's
sure?
gonna sign her full name with her.
Open it to
her
like a fresh
yeah.
blank page just for
Okay.
just for you.
She's gonna sign her full name with the 3 added new names she just added to it recently, and there you go.
No, Nori, like, is Milton's name getting longer or am I? It's nothing.
Wonderful. Thank you. Just puts it away.
Wait, why you don't want to put your name next to ours? That was like a clubhouse thing.
Oh, I suppose I could. Right. Quinn St. Cloud, and then
Now
tucks
we
it
are all
away.
in the club.
Except for,
Mm.
yeah. All right.
I mean, they're sort of he's sort of forced into the club, so I
True.
suppose
You're
it's
right.
Hey,
Standing
hey.
right here, you're not very subtle.
Who said I was going? I was trying to be subtle.
Oh, you're a sassy little thing. I like you. I think we're gonna be friends.
Okay, I'm going below deck now.
Oh,
fish are an interesting phenomenon in the ocean.
also,
What?
before
Yeah.
we reach Tren, there is an increased likelihood that we may encounter people who know Quinn, or at least recognize him. So,
Mhm.
instead of referring to me as entity, you can call me Cloud.
I don't, is that really, I mean, that's good, but there's also the body double in Trend that we have to watch out for.
What?
The
Oh,
body double. He has a body double in Trend.
That is true. There is someone going around Tren who looks just like Quinn St. Cloud.
So
That
there's gonna
was a
be,
while ago, so I'm not surprised if you may not remember.
I remember that shit.
But yep, there is a body double of Quinn just walking around. It is believed that Quinn is already home. So
Mhm.
There is a Quimpersonator.
So I guess we're gonna pretend that you're the Quimpersonator for now, I guess.
Well, how
Or
about
do
we
we
just
want to
do
make
what?
it known that the real Quinn St. Cloud has returned to Tren and try to stir up some uh
Oh, I
Do
thought
you,
we were
To
trying
be
to
situation
fair,
make.
with
we
them?
probably don't need to even address it at the moment.
true. I
Hmm.
was gonna say, it's like we don't know what's going on. Do we know what's going on over? Do you know what's going on over there in Trippy?
Oh, you're talking to me now directly.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Over the table. What do I know about? Cause like, live there.
yeah, you live there, but you do tend to roll in different circles. But roll me a knowledge history, please.
That's not my best one.
Damn.
Oh, but you know what? That's fine.
That
Hey,
is a natural 20.
let's
That is
You
go.
might
very
not roll in the
natural.
same circles, but you've got ears.
You got ears.
Yeah,
All
they're
right.
cute and they're
So
fluffy too.
Oh, damn.
so why don't we specify what do you need or what are you looking to know about the St. Cloud?
Milton, what do you want to know? What are
Um,
you asking Entropy? What he knows?
what am I asking?
Now
I'm
remember
guess
this use
hmm.
Milton's, background and such if that helps.
Oh. I'm what am I asking? I'm guessing oh, what am I? Hold on. I'm what they're no. I guess what they're doing, like what's the power? Well, I know the powers. I don't
Like, have there been any power dynamic, like power shifts in like political power
like
changes,
or
or
what the bot well no, what I know what I'm asking. I'm asking what the body double is supposedly doing if they've been in
oh,
town between when between when they got there and before Entropy left, if there was any time.
Right. So, entropy. This is the scuttlebutt from your darker side of the tracks. The heir of the St. Clouds has returned and will be assuming the reins of power for the corporation. So, what the young Master Quinn St. Cloud has been doing has been pressing the flesh, talking to the various ministers and dignitaries in the higher echelons of Tren itself. The St. Clouds, of course, are exceptionally, well connected and to do to begin with. Their names always popping up in the papers. Quinn, on the other hand, this diamond in the rough made faceted clear, has become the darling of the season. And there even talks about possible bachelorettes that may be throwing themselves his way. Of course, he's being very good at not trying to overtake his sister's upcoming nuptials. That's another thing. But
Are you saying that he's the diamond of the season?
yes, he is the diamond of the season.
Oh my God. Yeah. Sorry.
But that's what the body double's been up to.
Let's go, Bridgerton. Let's go.
Yeah, basically, the double's been getting around. Socially, I don't think.
Wow,
I haven't heard anyone talk about sex.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about
Well,
things.
if this body double is the talk of the town per se, we could either lean into that and you know, try to use
Throw your shoe at your partner.
I'm so about to. But we could either lean into that and use Cloud to get information more easily, or do we want to keep Cloud hidden
Or
because
maybe-
the double is the, face of the town presently and would probably be very easily discovered as not the same person and probably get us all thrown in jail for impersonating the St. Cloud.
No, you wouldn't get thrown in jail, Mike.
I don't know all the intricacies of, all the towns.
Let's keep him hidden unless we absolutely need information that we can't get any other way.
Wait, if they wouldn't throw us in jail, what would they do?
They'll kill us.
Yeah, see, I knew we're getting off to a rocky start, but I really think you and I we're gonna be buddies. Yeah,
Well,
so
they'll try to anyway.
let's look at something really quick here. Why would your friend's patron want someone like me to be leading you guys around? It's because when we go to Tren, you're gonna want to stick to the shadows. You're going to stick to the underground, the lower dregs of the city, because that's where the St. Clouds are not paying as much attention. They've got eyes all over the fucking place, sure, but you want to fly under the radar. So no, I would not recommend making sure that people know that you've got this fucking
Cloud
thing here traipsing about. Like, it would be ideal to be hidden. Because if that wasn't the plan, if that wasn't the idea, why would I be the one helping you? There's so many other, I assume Borath probably has dozens of people hanging out in Tren that he could probably coerce into doing it, but he called in a favor with my guy. Let's use our noodles here, folks. It's gonna be a great time.
Who's in charge, or who's the main group in control of the underworld, whatever you wanna? Who's the big?
Well,
I won't say
think
big.
that I'm the big fish, but
Besides you, who else is the big fish, or smaller, slightly smaller
over
fish?
the table, what is the hierarchy of the Undercity, and where do I fall on it? Because we didn't talk about this.
Well, that's the thing. Entropy is more of a free agent than really part of the establishment of the underworld, because better for you. When it comes to the underworld of Tren, there is, of course, the Syndicate. The Syndicate is, of course, like your classic mafiosa. They are the old establishment of the underworld. Of course, there are the various gang structures and things of that nature, but when it comes to power players and things getting moved, it's the syndicate, not the Abyssal Syndicate or something like that. This is the syndicate. When you say it, it's with an capital S.
And did we help one of them earlier? Or was it the Abyssal Syndicate that we
That was
helped?
the Abyssal Syndicate with the
Okay.
Kraken that you were dealing
Okay.
with. This syndicate, again, is a singular syndicate. Anyone else that says like their syndicate, it's a branding thing. They will literally just wipe them out if possible. When it comes to other aspects of the underworld, again, the syndicate are basically like the mafioso. They're the big bosses. Under them, it's the gangs, the triads, and below then it's just unaffiliated. Entropy falls in kind of like that middle ground because he could go up, go down. Both sides acknowledge him. They use him, but he doesn't have like his own established position of power.
Okay.
If you wish to know more, roll
Well, I
that
was just
knowledge
making
history.
sure it wasn't a certain group that kind of expanded outside of that country. So we're good.
All right. So, are you guys going to ask anything else? Discuss anything else?
Nori's down. Nori doesn't
So,
really.
I am going to roll the dice of the
Oh,
gods.
there.
The dice of gods are going to dictate on what's going to happen next.
Before
Yes.
Well,
Allie, you were trying to tell us what you did downstairs. What did you do downstairs?
oh yeah, shit. What you do downstairs? What were all those rats?
Yeah.
Let me. What were all those rats? Sorry, I forgot to. Oh, I snotted on myself.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to, see what is coming ahead and um
What is
yeah,
coming in?
all
More ocean?
dangers, lots of dangers.
Oh,
Perversions of the wheel and breaking things as it goes.
I mean that's gonna happen. Where are you clothes?
So, yeah, I mean, we are going to go against a powerful family who are probably going to try to live forever. I mean, that's the trend among the powerful
So it kind of
families.
sounds like
Gotta live
yeah.
forever.
Yeah, the other than a warning, I was told seek those that seek knowledge. Um, and eyes are upon you, but when aren't they? Um,
Are you saying
Really?
I'm becoming predictable? Is that what you're saying?
no, she's
Oh,
gotten very used to 8 billion ravens always watching her, so she's like, yeah. And she summons her own ravens that also watch her, so she's always got eyes somewhere.
Eyes in the
But
sky.
yeah, seek those that seek knowledge. So
so
we should do
library?
that.
uh,
A
Wizard
Or
gentle reminder.
Guild?
scholars.
A,
Yes.
a gentle reminder. Tren is also the home of the Schola Arcanum, the wizarding college on this continent.
Oh, yeah.
yo,
So,
And
was that
there
where Quinn
is
came from? Yes.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Hey,
yes.
do you want to go visit your picking?
the school that he got kicked out of?
Oh
Um,
yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Traumatize
right.
Quinn further back into his own brain.
Well, we can visit the. Is the
I
name of the bar the Green Dragon?
That is the Green Dragon Bar, where Denzel has told you, or at least informed you, to find him.
Right.
Is that one of the ones that Entropy plays at?
Has anybody mentioned the Green Dragon yet?
I like dragons.
Green
Yeah,
Speaking
I'll
of
say
dragons,
Cloud would
wow.
suggest it as a point to visit.
And I'm going to roll for the gods for this particular case because I want to see how I feel.
You're rolling dice to tell you how you feel.
Yeah, because I could be really easy or I could be fun. So we're going with fun tonight. Um, Entropy, you've played at the Green Dragon. Um, the Green Dragon is kind of one of those holes in the wall that have been around forever. You can only find it if you've ever been there. It's a wizard's bar.
Oh, well, you're definitely gonna need me to get in there because you wouldn't find it. Unless you've been there before. If you've been there before, then
And Quinn has been there. The entity has not.
True, but yeah, Quinn has.
great. So anyway, so we're gonna go to Tren and we're gonna go to the Green Dragon and talk to an old wizard. I just want to know a game plan. I've been cooped up for a while.
That's
That seems
yes.
like a good start.
All right.
Yeah.
So, you can have a solid plan and a solid idea of what's going on. And now I'm going to roll for the gods. uh, Ladies and gentlemen,
What's that mean? We're gonna die.
that means there's going to be combat.
I mean,
And since it's going to be combat, and it is 1:11 at night, we are going to pause for tonight.
Oh gosh.
We've gone through a lot. We've introduced new characters, said goodbye to Sayer, and are now going to journey south to a whole new realm. Of course, there's going to be troubled waters. And we also know how combat tends to roll around here. So we are going to call it a good night. I hope that you all enjoyed yourselves as much as I had with all of you, and that you have a wonderful evening, and may your adventures still be daring.
and welcome back, bitches.
Welcome back, bitches!
Yay!
Yeah.
We did it. Woo!